Good morning, everyone. Today, we will going to tackle all about cement. Good morning, ma'am. Okay, let's talk about cement. In general, it is an adhesive substances of all kinds, but, in a narrower sense, it is the binding materials used in building and civil engineering construction. First, let's talk about the history of cement. The origin of hydraulic cements goes back to ancient Greece and Rome. The materials used were lime and a volcanic ash that slowly reacted with it in the presence of water to form a hard mass. Volcanic ash mined near what is now the city of Pozzuoli, Italy, was particularly rich in essential aluminosilicate minerals, giving rise to the classic pozzolana cement of the Roman era. To this day the term pozzolana, or pozzolan, refers either to the cement itself or to any finely divided aluminosilicate that reacts with lime in water to form cement. Okay class, do you know who is John Smeaton? Ma'am. Yes Helen, go ahead. Based on what I read, Portland cement is a successor to a hydraulic lime that was first developed by John Smeaton in 1756 when he was called in to erect the Eddystone Lighthouse off the coast of Plymouth, Devon, England. Yes, very good Helen. Thank you. In addition to that, the invention of Portland cement usually is attributed to Joseph Aston of Leeds, Yorkshire, England, who in 1824 took out a patent for a material that was produced from a synthetic mixture of limestone and clay. He called the product Portland cement because of a fancied resemblance of the material, when set, to Portland stone, a limestone used for building in England. Portland cement consists essentially of compounds of lime, calcium oxide, Cal, mixed with silica, silicon dioxide, CO2, and alumina, aluminum oxide, Al2O3. The lime is obtained from a calcareous lime containing raw material, and the other oxides are derived from an argillaceous clay material. There are 4 stages in the manufacture of Portland cement. First, crushing and grinding the raw materials. Second, blending the materials in the correct proportions. Third, burning the prepared mix in a kiln. And lastly, grinding the burned product, known as clinker, together with some 5% of gypsum to control the time of set of the cement. Ma'am, what happens during crushing? Yes, during crushing, all except soft materials are first crushed, often in 2 stages, and then ground, usually in a rotating, cylindrical ball, or tube mills containing a charge of steel grinding balls. This grinding is done wet or dry, depending on the process in use, but for dry grinding the raw materials first may need to be dried in cylindrical, rotary dryers. How about during blending, ma'am? A first approximation of the chemical composition required for a particular cement is obtained by selective quarrying and control of the raw material fed to the crushing and grinding plant. Finer control is obtained by drawing material from 2 or more batches containing raw mixes of slightly different composition. And during burning and grinding, ma'am? The earliest kilns in which cement was burned in batches were bottle kilns, followed by chamber kilns and then by continuous shaft kilns. The shaft kiln in a modernized form is still used in some countries, but the dominant means of burning is the rotary kiln. During grinding, the clinker and the required amount of gypsum are ground to a fine powder in horizontal mills similar to those used for grinding the raw materials. The material may pass straight through the mill, open circuit grinding, or coarser material may be separated from the ground product and returned to the mill for further grinding, closed circuit grinding. Okay, so let's talk about the types of Portland cement. 5 types of Portland cement are standardized in the United States by the American Society for Testing and Materials (ASTM). Type 1, ordinary, Type 2, modified, Type 3, high early strength, Type 4, low heat, and Type 5 sulfate resistant. In other countries Type 2 is omitted, and Type 3 is called rapid hardening. Type 5 is known in some European countries as Ferrari cement. Are there other types of cements, ma'am, aside from mention? Yes, there are. We will discuss that in our next meeting. Thank you for listening. Class dismiss. Thank you, ma'am. You're welcome, Helen.